everyone! The WoW General's secret find in Discord has done it again, and they figured out how to get through the Una questline and activate all of her datamine dialogue within patch 7.3.5. Going through it all, it doesn't offer major rewards besides a companion that offers you hugs when needed. And let's be real here, that's one hell of a reward, but the story is very cute and kinda interesting. If you're just here to figure out how to get it done, then check out the guide linked in the description down below. Real easy to follow, and you too can get the Una storyline done. It all begins by spawning the rare called the Many-Faced Devourer. For this, you'll need to get your hands on the Caul of the Devourer and 3 different bones. The Caul will drop from mobs in the Scavenger's Boneyards, and with that one in your inventory, you can then locate the Ursul, Imp and the Feed bone. All of that collected, it allows you to interact with the effigy and spawn the rare spawn. Una does not have a 100% drop rate, and like any of the rares out there, you can only loot it once a day. But thankfully for us, Yrkarja was kind enough to hand it over, and our journey can begin. Una was bound to an Ursul and was released into the Shadowlands, where she wandered in the utter darkness. The Ursul are demonic creatures formed from the tormented bodies and souls of fallen enemies of the Legion, and in this case, a poor little Draenei girl was part of it. Setting her free has her confused at first. She calls out to her mommy. It's so dark, so scary. Can anybody hear her? It's so cold. By whistling at Una, we let her know that somebody is there with her. A roar to give her a bit of a scare and make her despawn, and finally a good cry to earn some sympathy from the poor child, who's very sad and very lost. At least we're together now, but she doesn't know where she is. But we're her friends, and she knows it's going to be okay. She wishes to see us better though, since it's always so dark where she is, so we'll have to find her a light. A doll in Shefrev City might just do the trick, a light in the darkness for her, but it's so bright, too bright even. She shields her eyes, turns around and runs away from the bright light that is the Naaru. Maybe a little bit less brightness will do, so Lake Valatim in Ashenvale is our next destination. The light of the moon, it makes it a little bit brighter, enough for her to sort of see us now. Her name is Una, and maybe together we can get her out, wherever she might be. She does wish that Nu was there. He'd know what to do, and turns out that Nu is left behind on the planet of Argus. For this part, we'll need a parachute or a glider to get to the island, and inside the rune building we find her little teddy. Or is it the spirit of her teddy? Either way, Una is happy and will hold on to him so he doesn't get lost again. Next up is finding her wand on the Bloodmist Isle. One that shoots stars, since bad guys really hate that. Now of course, you can't fight the dark without a crown. That's just the rules, you know. And the pretty crown of flowers is found within Shadowmoon Valley. So here we are. Me and Una. The spirit of a lost little Draenei girl. Who can say how she found her end? Was it by the hands of Sargeras? The demons, trampled by our own people as they tried to flee from the planet. Who's to say? All really know that Una, for millennia, has been lost and alone in the darkness. The light, after all this time, has become too bright to look upon. And it's dark again. Where did you go? Don't leave me! No, let me go! Help, friends! Help! And so, the darkness takes Una once again. And it appears that all our efforts to bring her back to the light are all in vain. As we kill ourselves and talk to the spirit healer, she has heard the cries of the child we speak of. A special mark is placed upon us so that we may pass into this realm and seek her out. She resides in a place where the barrier between the realms of life and death are thin and spill over into our world, but be warned, we have no power in this place. Its denizens cannot be harmed by mortals. Now for some reason, in Dragonblight at the Emerald Dragon Shrine, we find our passage into this realm and we reunite with Una. She's in a dark place, all alone, crying by herself. So we cheer her up and we place down a cozy fire to push away the cold. They're going to be here soon though. She keeps running and running, but they always find her. But now we're here. Together we can fight them, she thinks. We promise that we won't leave her alone, even when it gets dark.
They're here.
As the light and warmth of the fire dies out, from the shadows, Soul Eaters slowly creep up on their prey. Go away. "We're not afraid of you," Una yells, and like the spirit healer told us, we're unable to do any damage to them, but our presence is enough to scare them away. Even Una, with her little magic wand, is doing everything she can to keep the Soul Eaters at bay. More and more group up, more and more swarm and want to devour her. She can't do it, she just wants to go home. Una wraps her arms around herself and begins to cry. Her friend is with her though, hugging her, reassuring her that we didn't leave her. We're right here beside her. She's no longer alone. Mama always told her that the light would find her. That's us. We're her light, and as long as the light is with her, there's no way that the darkness can win. Her light is super duper powerful, and the Soul Eaters are vanquished. A light beam appears, the light itself is now calling to her. Her mother, her father, they're all waiting for her, but there's still so much that she never got to do. So many places that she never got to see. She asked the light if it's okay to stay with us for a little while, just a little while longer, and the light agrees, giving her a chance to see the world with her friend at her side. So many places to see, so many spots to go to, some quality bonding time with Una, and after checking out the Gate of the Setting Sun, the Nighthold, Cress's Landing, Wyrmrest Temple, Nordrassil, Kunlai Summit, and even inside of Blackrock Mountain, we take her to probably see the greatest marvel of all. On Alternate Draenor at the Temple of Karabor, we show her that her people survived. Where she might have fallen on Argus herself, they were able to escape together with Prophet Velen and build wonders right here on the new home of Draenor. She finds it beautiful and is thankful for all the things that we showed her. Someday she'll have to go back to her mama and papa, but not quite yet. Not right now. She wants to stay with her best friend for a little longer, and she gives us a big hug. Aww, that's just adorable, and apparently inspired by the game Child of Light. Considering that she had no idea how her people survived, I think it's fair to assume that she was part of the Eredar that were unable to escape the planet and used by the Legion to create this Ursul. It shines an interesting light on the afterlife in WoW as well, considering that it is described as the Shadowlands, yet she's all here by herself. This is a subject that I really want to dedicate a video to in the future. Now, the Naru's light had become too powerful to gaze upon, yet the spirit healer did hear her cries and was willing to help out. Her parents are still waiting out there with the light, wherever that might take her, but for now, she'll remain at our side, ready to hug it out whenever we can. The afterlife is definitely a subject that I want to dive into in a different video, like a dedicated video talking about the afterlife, what we know about the Shadowlands, all that good stuff. Now, this is a cute little side quest to do if you feel up for it, and another secret uncovered by this secret Discord channel. I have honestly no idea how they figured out that the entrance to the Shadowlands was in Dragonblight. Apparently, they brute forced that part, but it still amazes me to see these people coming together and try out different solutions, try to figure it all out and get it done. Some might say that a hugging companion might not be a massive reward compared to, for example, the Riddler's Mount or the Nightmare Pony or the Fathom Dweller, but I thought it was pretty damn cute. If you haven't unlocked these mounts yet either, then I'll link some guides in the description down below so you can easily unlock all of it. Next to the Una secrets, they also added a little Postmaster questline to finally answer how the Postmaster always tracks down our unlooted items and returns them to the rightful owners. In Dalaran, next to the mailbox near the Kirin Tor, a letter spawns around every 2 hours and only one person can pick it up. Very similar to how they handled the Brawlers Guild invite. The person who picks up the item and goes through the questline, they'll be rewarded with another invite, which they can either sell on the auction house or give away or borrow to a friend. My Guildy Briar was kind enough to let me and Fury borrow theirs, and this last mail is actually a payment made by Kirin Stonebrow to Madame Goya, and Madame Goya, she runs the black market. Not receiving a payment, that caused quite a bit of trouble for Mr. Stonebrow. They're about to kick his ass and relist the armor that he tried to buy, but our timely arrival that prevents all of that. An armor befitting a mighty hero, one whose legendary deed shake the very foundations of Azeroth, is returned to its owner. He might not have paid it off quite yet, but the dwarf is very happy with us and goes on to the tavern to celebrate. Seems like a postmaster is quite thankful for our aid as they send us a letter letting us know that they're in somewhat of a crunch down there. They need some help in the mailroom, and that will be us. A a mail tube, is found behind the Mage's Commerce Exchange, and that takes us into the magical domain of the Postmaster. Neither snow nor cataclysm, nor demon invasion will stay us from our appointed duty. The mail must flow as little mail elementals they float about, sorting out the mail that gets shot through massive tubes. Katie Stampwhistle is the Postmaster's assistant, and the Postmaster himself, he simply can't keep up with the demands. First things first, several parcels of rejected mail have broken loose again, and we need to return them to their senders. Thankfully, No need to worry about the destination quite yet. The tubes will handle all of that, and since we're a natural, they want us to stick around for a little while and help out a bit more. Due to the incredible volume of complaints in recent months, they're no longer allowed to deliver solid stone. The postmaster holds back tears, pain visible in his eyes. All they want to do is let people have the items that they drop, no matter how worthless they might be. Why do the people not appreciate the hard work? All that solid stone just left on the ground. And now it's stacking up in the post office, so we need to get rid of it. 1,362 pieces of solid stone are tossed through an old Ethereal portal in Dalaran, which is not the first time either that they do this, since Nexus Prince Haramat from Outland, he screams that we'll pay for this. He will find us, and he will destroy us. Katie will make sure to quickly shut down the portal, as the next request that is for something a little bit more value than this solid stone. Some adventurer out there has challenged the Lich King at the top of Icecrown, and miraculously, Invincible actually dropped, but they forgot to pick it up. A portal takes us to their kill, as more Ethereal show up ready to try and steal the loot. Even Nexus Lord Ashal tries his luck, but we take them all out and we secure the reins. Now all we need to do is bring it to the lucky adventurer. Anyone would be jumping of joy to finally get this beautiful mount. Anyone, except for Johnny Awesome. Oh, simple human. Simple human. I did not forget to sweep up those reins from that foolish cakewalk of a knight that they call the Lich King. I simply did not bother, as I already received the mighty steed during my raid last week. And he also dared to name it Spooky. Since you're here, and clearly intrigued by my sweltering greatness, won't you take that superfluous stallion to the assistant resort director in town? My coffers could use a bit of extra lining. He actually has us sell Invincible's range to God Weedlespan. We bring back a bulging sack of gold, clearly below the value of such a rarity. But what do we care? You have served me well these past few minutes we spent together. Minutes I shall not soon forget. I believe a reward befitting your unwavering loyalty is in order. You will have the distinct honor of placing Twinkle's favorite toy by his grave in honor of his memory. Please save your thanks for Twinkles. It's not every day that we may honor a horse made of stars. You might remember Johnny Awesome way back when in Hills Redfoot Hills, where we became a quest giver, and Johnny, who rode in on his celestial steed called Twinkles, was ready for adventure. Johnny Awesome has arrived, Philistine. Present me with your menial tasks so that I may complete them with only mild enthusiasm, and most likely a complete disregard for any directions that you provide that are more complicated than what my map is able to display. Look at me, peasants. Heirlooms cover my body from head to toe, gifted to me by the greatest heroes Azeroth has ever known. Now look at yourself. Quickly look back at me. Yes, this horse is made of stars. What pointless series of tasks befitting a mentally deficient orc have you prepared for me? We sent him over to deal with the problems at the sludge fields, but despite his demeanor, things don't really go that smoothly. When he arrived, they were charged by the lumbering monstrosity known as Verrington. He was knocked off of Twinkles and immediately ran for his life. But Twinkles, the brave horse made of stars, stayed behind and fought the beast off. Alas, she was defeated and then summarily planted in the soil, as if she were some type of glorious star pony seedling. We eventually teamed up with Johnny and helped him get vengeance for Twinkles. He has not forgotten the brave deeds of the horse, as we placed its favorite toy by its grave. And this one, not gonna lie, this one really hurt for me, since I still don't have the mount yet. Its favorite toy is actually Mimiron's head named Wilson. We leave the mount behind, forever wishing to actually own it one day. Curse you, Johnny Awesome! Curse you and your amazing mount luck! The next day, Johnny graces us with a letter to tip us for their services, an item to upgrade our heirlooms, but we're not done with the post office quite yet. Due to all of the recent shenanigans, they're running short on mail elementals to help them sort the letters. It's a simple job, really. Or so they say anyways. Just toss the letters into the proper portal, where we whisk away to the far corners of Azeroth and beyond. It's interesting that there's no location for any spot in Draenor. It seems like even the post office doesn't want to acknowledge borders of Draenor. Couple of letters, click on the tube where they're supposed to go, easy peasy, and the quest line is done. Turns out that the postmaster, he actually orchestrated all these events, knowing full well that we were the ones capable of saving the post office from an undue end. They cannot rely on us forever though. The mill must be able to operate without our aid. All the same, we get to help orchestrate another poor soul to make his way into these stamped halls to give them their aid. Another invite to help someone else get into the mailroom. Now you can even go for the achievements here. If you sort 30 letters within 60 seconds, you'll get a mail elemental of your very own to carry with you as a pet. That one, for me, wasn't too bad. But the next achievement that has you sort the mail, but only with partially addressed letters. I've never been good with locations within Azeroth. A few beers and 4 hours later, and I finally got this achievement done. It was quite the stream, have to admit. But if you're like me, and you need a bit of assistance to get this all done, download the add-on called Weak Auras, and then copy the string from the description down below. It's still not an instant easy win, but at least will allow you to check if your guess is right. And don't worry, just because it took me extremely long to do, it doesn't mean that the same goes for you, as I've seen plenty of people one-shot it. This game just wasn't for me, but still a lot of fun to do, as you will get the Postmaster title as the reward. Right, and with that, we talked about 2 nice extra side things with 7.3.5. They're nice touches, you save the spirits of a Draenei child left behind, and even discover a little bit more about how the Postmaster works. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time, guys, see ya!